Have you ever wondered if there was a simple, everyday action you could take that would dramatically increase your chances of attracting wealth and prosperity? Well, get ready, because we're about to reveal an ancient secret that's been hiding in plain sight all along. Now, you might be thinking, come on, there's no magic formula for getting rich. And you're right, there isn't. But what if there was a ritual so simple, so easy to perform, that it might just tip the scales of fortune in your favor? A ritual that takes less than a minute, costs next to nothing, and could potentially open the floodgates of abundance in your life. Intrigued? You should be. Because today, we're going to talk about how washing your hands with a special ingredient on date could lead to unexpected riches. Yes, you heard that right. Washing your hands. But not just any old hand washing, and not on just any old day. We're talking about a very specific method, using a very special ingredient, on a very particular date. And the results? Well, they could be nothing short of miraculous. Now, before we dive into the details, let's be clear. This isn't about gambling, get-rich-quick schemes, or anything illegal or unethical. What we're exploring today is an age-old practice that combines elements of feng shui, numerology, and good old-fashioned positive thinking. It's about aligning yourself with the energies of prosperity and abundance that surround us all the time, if only we know how to tap into them. So why date? Well, that date isn't chosen at random. Date marks the winter solstice in the Northern Hemisphere, the shortest day of the year. In many ancient cultures, this day was seen as a powerful time of renewal and rebirth. It's the day when the darkness begins to recede and the light starts to return. Symbolically, it's a perfect time to wash away the old and welcome in the new, including new opportunities for wealth and prosperity. But it's not just about the date. The real magic, if you will, lies in what you're washing your hands with. Now, we're going to keep you in suspense for just a little bit longer, because the ingredient we're talking about is so commonplace, so ordinary, that when we reveal it, you might just laugh. But trust us, by the end of our time together today, you'll be looking at this humble household item in a whole new light. Before we get to the big reveal, though, let's talk a bit about the power of ritual in our lives. Humans have been performing rituals for as long as we've been, well, human. From ancient religious ceremonies to modern-day habits like that morning cup of coffee, rituals help us make sense of our world and give us a sense of control over our destinies. When it comes to attracting wealth and prosperity, rituals can be particularly powerful. They help us focus our intentions, align our actions with our goals, and create a positive mindset that's essential for success. Think about it. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to have all the luck when it comes to money? How opportunities just seem to fall into their laps? Well, chances are those people have cultivated a prosperity mindset, often through small daily rituals that reinforce their belief in their own potential for wealth. Now, we're not saying that washing your hands on date is going to make you a millionaire overnight. That's not how this works. What we are saying is that this simple act, performed with intention and an open heart, could be the first step in a journey towards greater abundance in your life. So, are you ready to learn the secret ingredient? Drum roll, please. It's cinnamon. Yes, good old cinnamon. The same spice you probably have sitting in your kitchen cupboard right now. We can almost hear you through the screen. Cinnamon? Really? But bear with us, because the humble cinnamon stick has a rich history as a symbol of wealth and prosperity. In many cultures, cinnamon is associated with good fortune and abundance. In feng shui, the Chinese art of harmonizing individuals with their surrounding environment, cinnamon is believed to attract prosperity and success. Its warm, spicy scent is said to stimulate the senses and awaken the mind to new possibilities. But it's not just about ancient beliefs. Modern science has shown that the scent of cinnamon can have a positive effect on brain function, improving cognitive processing and boosting mood. And when we're in a positive state of mind, we're more likely to notice and act on opportunities that could lead to increased wealth. So, here's how our date ritual works. On the morning of the winter solstice, you'll create a simple hand wash using warm water and a generous amount of ground cinnamon. As you wash your hands, you'll focus your mind on your goals for prosperity and abundance in the coming year. It's a moment of mindfulness, a chance to align your thoughts and actions with your desires for wealth. Now, we know what some of you are thinking. This sounds like a bunch of hocus pocus. And you know what? You might be right. There's no scientific evidence that washing your hands with cinnamon on the winter solstice will directly lead to increased wealth. But here's the thing. It's not really about the cinnamon, or the date, or even the act of washing your hands. It's about what this ritual represents and the effect it can have on your mindset. When you take the time to perform this ritual, you're doing several powerful things. First, you're setting an intention. You're telling yourself and the universe that you're open to receiving abundance. You're priming your mind to notice opportunities for wealth creation that you might otherwise overlook. Secondly, you're engaging in a form of positive visualization. As you wash your hands with the cinnamon-infused water, you'll be imagining your goals for prosperity coming to fruition. Visualization is a technique used by some of the most successful people in the world, from top athletes to business tycoons. By vividly imagining your success, you're more likely to take the actions necessary to achieve it. Thirdly, you're creating a sensory experience that your brain will remember. The unique combination of the date, the scent of cinnamon, and the act of washing your hands will create a strong memory anchor. In the future, when you smell cinnamon or wash your hands, it may trigger thoughts of prosperity and abundance, reinforcing your wealth-oriented mindset. But let's get practical for a moment. How exactly should you perform this ritual for maximum effect? Here's a step-by-step guide to your date prosperity hand wash. First, gather your materials. You'll need warm water, ground cinnamon, organic if possible, a bowl and a towel. Choose a quiet spot where you won't be disturbed for a few minutes. Next, create your cinnamon hand wash. Fill the bowl with warm water and add a generous amount of ground cinnamon. About a tablespoon should do. Stir the water until the cinnamon is well mixed. Now, take a deep breath and center yourself. This is where the real magic happens. As you prepare to wash your hands, take a moment to clear your mind of any negative thoughts or doubts about money. Instead, focus on feelings of gratitude for the abundance already present in your life. Slowly immerse your hands in the cinnamon water. Feel the warmth enveloping your skin. Imagine it's the warmth of prosperity flowing into your life. Gently rub your hands together, allowing the water to cover every inch of your skin. As you wash, visualize your financial goals for the coming year. See yourself receiving unexpected windfalls, making wise investments, or succeeding in your business ventures. The more vivid and detailed your visualization, the more powerful the effect. While your hands are still in the water, speak your intentions aloud. It could be something as simple as, "I am open to receiving abundance in all forms," or as specific as, "I will double my income this year through new opportunities." The key is to speak with conviction and belief. Finally, slowly remove your hands from the water and dry them with the towel. As you do so, imagine you're drying off the last remnants of any limiting beliefs about money. You're emerging from this ritual renewed, refreshed, and ready to receive the prosperity that's coming your way. Now here's where the real work begins. Because while this ritual can be a powerful tool for shifting your mindset, it's not a magic spell. The real magic happens in the days, weeks, and months that follow, as you take inspired action towards your financial goals. After performing the ritual, pay close attention to the opportunities that present themselves. You might find yourself noticing job postings you would have overlooked before, or striking up a conversation with someone who turns out to be a valuable business contact. You might feel a surge of creativity that leads to an innovative money-making idea, or suddenly see a clear solution to a financial problem that's been troubling you. The key is to remain open and receptive. Remember, unexpected riches don't always come in the form of a check in the mail or a lottery win. Sometimes they come as an idea, a connection, or an opportunity that, if seized and developed, can lead to significant wealth down the line. But let's address the elephant in the room. Some of you might be skeptical about all this, and that's okay. Skepticism is healthy, and we're not asking you to take anything on blind faith. In fact, we encourage you to approach this ritual with a spirit of curious experimentation. Try it out and see what happens. At worst, you'll have spent a pleasant few minutes on the morning of date engaging in a mindful activity that left your hands smelling nice. At best, well, who knows what doors might open. It's also worth noting that this ritual isn't meant to replace sound financial practices. It's not an excuse to max out your credit cards or make risky investments. Instead, think of it as a complement to wise money management. It's a way to align your mindset with your financial goals, making you more likely to make good decisions and take positive actions in your financial life. Now, you might be wondering, what if I miss date? Is all hope lost? Not at all. While the winter solstice is a particularly powerful time for this ritual, the truth is, any day can be a good day to set intentions for prosperity. If you miss the solstice, simply choose another day that feels significant to you. It could be the first day of the month, your birthday, or even just a random Tuesday when you feel particularly motivated to change your financial situation. The power of this ritual lies not in the specific date, but in the intention and mindfulness you bring to it. So, if date doesn't work for you, don't stress. Choose another day and approach the ritual with the same level of focus and positive expectation. Another question that might be on your mind: can I perform this ritual more than once? Absolutely. In fact, we encourage you to make it a regular practice. While the date ritual can serve as a powerful annual reset, incorporating elements of this practice into your daily routine can help reinforce your prosperity mindset all year round. For example, you might keep a small bowl of cinnamon sticks near your bathroom sink and take a moment each morning to inhale the scent deeply while setting an intention for abundance in your day. Or you could add a drop of cinnamon essential oil to your regular hand lotion, turning every application into a mini ritual of prosperity. The key is consistency. The more you engage with these prosperity-focused practices, the more ingrained they become in your subconscious mind. Over time, you may find that thoughts of abundance and opportunity become your default state, rather than something you have to consciously cultivate. Now, let's dive a little deeper into the symbolism of this ritual, because understanding the why behind it can make it even more powerful. We've talked about cinnamon and its associations with wealth, but what about the act of hand washing itself? In many spiritual and religious traditions, hand washing is seen as an act of purification. It's a way of cleansing not just physical dirt, but also negative energy or thoughts. When we apply this concept to our prosperity ritual, we can think of it as washing away limiting beliefs about money and wealth. As you perform the ritual, you might want to imagine that you're not just washing your hands, but also cleansing your mind of thoughts like, "I'll never be rich," "Money is the root of all evil," or "Wealth is not for people like me." These limiting beliefs can act like invisible barriers, preventing you from taking the actions necessary to improve your financial situation. Instead, as you wash your hands with the cinnamon-infused water, imagine you're replacing those limiting beliefs with empowering ones. "I am worthy of abundance. Money flows easily into my life. I have valuable skills that the world needs and is willing to pay for. By consciously choosing these positive affirmations, you're reprogramming your subconscious mind to align with your goals for prosperity. But let's be clear, this ritual is not about greed or accumulating wealth for its own sake. True prosperity is about more than just money in the bank. It's about having the resources you need to live a fulfilling life, to take care of yourself and your loved ones, and to make a positive impact on the world. So as you perform this ritual, we encourage you to think beyond just financial wealth. What does true prosperity look like for you? Maybe it's having the freedom to travel the world, or the ability to donate generously to causes you care about. Perhaps it's being able to quit a job you dislike to pursue your passion, or having the means to provide the best education for your children. By focusing on this broader definition of prosperity, you open yourself up to receiving abundance in all its forms, not just monetary wealth, but also rich experiences, fulfilling relationships, and opportunities for personal growth. Now, we know some of you might be wondering, but what if I do all this and nothing happens? What if the next day rolls around and I'm not suddenly rolling in unexpected riches? Well, that's where patience and persistence come in. Remember, we're not performing a magic spell here. We're setting an intention, shifting our mindset, and opening ourselves up to opportunities. Sometimes, the results of these changes can be immediate and dramatic. You might receive an unexpected bonus at work, or stumble upon a fantastic investment opportunity the very next day. But more often, the effects are subtle and cumulative. You might find yourself making slightly better financial decisions day by day. You might start noticing opportunities you would have overlooked before. You might feel more confident asking for a raise or negotiating a better deal. These small changes, over time, can lead to significant improvements in your financial situation. The key is to keep your eyes open and your mind receptive. Don't dismiss small opportunities or incremental progress. Remember, even the mightiest oak trees start as tiny acorns. Your unexpected riches might come in the form of a small side hustle that eventually grows into a thriving business, or a minor investment that appreciates significantly over time. It's also important to remember that this ritual is just one tool in your prosperity toolkit. To truly transform your financial situation, you'll need to combine this mindset work with practical action. This might include educating yourself about personal finance, developing valuable skills, networking with successful people in your field, or starting a business. Think of the date hand-washing ritual as planting a seed of prosperity, but like any seed, it needs nurturing to grow. The actions you take in the days and weeks following the ritual are like watering and fertilizing that seed. The more you align your daily choices and actions with your prosperity goals, the more likely you are to see tangible results. Now, let's address another question that might be on your mind. Is this cultural appropriation? Are we taking a ritual from another culture and using it for our own purposes? It's a valid concern, and one worth discussing. The truth is, the idea of using cinnamon for prosperity isn't tied to any one specific culture. Many cultures around the world have traditions involving cinnamon as a symbol of wealth and abundance. From ancient Egypt to medieval Europe to traditional Chinese medicine, cinnamon has been valued not just for its flavor and medicinal properties, but also for its symbolic associations with prosperity. What we're doing with this ritual is drawing on these universal symbols and creating a personal practice that resonates with our modern lives. We're not claiming this is an ancient, secret ritual passed down through generations. Instead, we're consciously creating a new tradition that combines elements from various cultural practices with our current understanding of psychology and the power of mindset. The key is to approach this practice with respect and mindfulness. We're not trivializing or commercializing sacred traditions. Instead, we're creating a personal ritual that helps us connect with universal human desires for security, abundance, and prosperity. Now, let's talk about the science behind why rituals like this can be so powerful. You might be surprised to learn that there's actually a good deal of psychological research supporting the effectiveness of rituals in shaping our behavior and outcomes. Studies have shown that rituals can help reduce anxiety and increase confidence, both of which are crucial when it comes to making sound financial decisions. When we perform a ritual, it gives us a sense of control over our environment and our future. This feeling of control, even if it's just perceived, can lead to increased optimism and a greater willingness to take calculated risks, both of which are important factors in building wealth. Moreover, the act of performing a ritual can put us into a more mindful state. When we're fully present and engaged in the ritual of washing our hands with cinnamon water, we're less likely to be distracted by worries about the past or anxieties about the future. This state of mindfulness can lead to clearer thinking and better decision-making, which can certainly have a positive impact on our financial lives. But the benefits of this ritual go beyond just the psychological. Remember how we talked about the scent of cinnamon potentially improving cognitive function? Well, there's more to that story. Some studies have suggested that the mere scent of cinnamon can improve performance on cognitive tasks, including those involving attention and memory. While these studies are preliminary and more research is needed, it's an intriguing possibility. Could the scent of cinnamon actually help you make better financial decisions? It's food for thought, isn't it? Now let's circle back to the idea of unexpected riches. When we perform this ritual, we're not just hoping for a windfall to magically appear. We're opening our minds to the possibility of abundance in all its forms. This shift in perspective can lead us to notice opportunities we might have otherwise missed. For instance, let's say you perform the ritual on date, setting the intention to increase your wealth in the coming year. A few days later, you overhear a colleague talking about a free online course in digital marketing. In the past, you might have ignored this information. But with your new prosperity-focused mindset, you decide to sign up for the course. Fast forward a few months, and the skills you learned in that course help you land a promotion at work, or maybe even start a profitable side business. That, my friends, is an example of unexpected riches. Or perhaps after performing the ritual, you feel inspired to finally clean out your garage. In the process, you discover an old painting that's been gathering dust for years. On a whim, you decide to have it appraised, only to discover it's a valuable piece worth thousands of dollars. Again, unexpected riches that came not from the ritual itself, but from the change in mindset and behavior that the ritual inspired. These examples illustrate an important point. Unexpected riches often come disguised as opportunities, ideas, or inspirations. The key is to be open and receptive to them, and to take action when they appear. This is where the real power of our date ritual lies, not in any magical properties of cinnamon or the winter solstice, but in its ability to shift our perspective and inspire action. Now, let's talk about the role of gratitude in this whole process. Gratitude might seem unrelated to a ritual for attracting wealth, but it's actually a crucial component. Why? Because gratitude puts us in a positive state of mind, and when we're positive, we're more likely to notice opportunities and take constructive action. Moreover, gratitude helps us appreciate the abundance that already exists in our lives. This might seem counterintuitive. After all, if we're satisfied with what we have, won't that dampen our drive for more? But in reality, the opposite is true. When we appreciate what we have, we put ourselves in a mindset of abundance rather than scarcity. And an abundance mindset is crucial for attracting more prosperity into our lives. So as you perform your cinnamon hand-washing ritual on date, we encourage you to incorporate gratitude into the process. Before you begin, take a moment to think of 3 things you're grateful for in your financial life. It could be as simple as having a roof over your head, food on your table, or a steady job. Or it might be more specific, like a recent pay raise or an unexpected refund. By starting your ritual from a place of gratitude, you're setting a powerful intention. You're telling yourself and the universe that you recognize and appreciate the abundance already present in your life. This creates a positive foundation for attracting even more abundance. Now let's delve a bit deeper into the symbolism of the winter solstice. We touched on this earlier, but it's worth exploring in more detail because understanding the significance of this date can make your ritual even more meaningful. The winter solstice has been celebrated by cultures around the world for thousands of years. It marks the longest night of the year in the Northern Hemisphere, but also the turning point when the days begin to grow longer again. In many traditions, it's seen as a time of rebirth and renewal. In ancient Rome, the winter solstice was celebrated with a festival called Saturnalia, which was associated with gift-giving and temporarily overturning social norms. Slaves would become masters for a day, for instance. In China, the winter solstice is marked by the Dongji Festival, a time for family reunions and eating tangyuan, a sweet rice ball soup that symbolizes unity and prosperity. By performing our prosperity ritual on this day, we're tapping into this ancient tradition of renewal and transformation. Just as the sun begins its journey back towards longer days, we're setting the intention for our own lives to move towards greater light and abundance. But what if you can't perform the ritual exactly on date? Don't worry, the solstice is more of a season than a single day. In fact, astronomically speaking, the solstice can fall on date or 22nd, depending on the year. So if you miss the exact day, performing your ritual within a day or two on either side is perfectly fine. Now let's talk about how you can extend the energy of this ritual beyond just the day of the solstice. While the cinnamon hand-washing ritual can be a powerful annual reset, there are ways to carry its essence with you throughout the year. One idea is to create a prosperity corner in your home or office. In Feng Shui, the southeast corner of a space is associated with wealth and abundance. You could place a small bowl of cinnamon sticks in this corner, perhaps along with other symbols of prosperity that resonate with you. A small plant, representing growth, a goldfish figurine, a Chinese symbol of abundance, or a vision board with images representing your financial goals. Every time you pass this corner, take a moment to inhale the scent of cinnamon and remind yourself of your intentions for prosperity. This creates a regular touchpoint throughout your day, helping to keep your wealth-oriented mindset active. Another way to extend the ritual is through the use of affirmations. During your solstice hand-washing, you'll be focusing on positive thoughts about prosperity. Why not carry some of these with you throughout the year? You could write down a few of your favorite prosperity affirmations and keep them somewhere you'll see them regularly, on your bathroom mirror, in your wallet, or as the lock screen on your phone. Some examples of powerful prosperity affirmations include: I am open and receptive to all the wealth life offers me. Money flows to me easily and effortlessly. I am worthy of a wealthy life. My actions create constant prosperity. I release all resistance to attracting money. Remember, the key with affirmations is repetition and belief. The more you repeat these phrases to yourself, with genuine feeling behind them, the more they'll begin to shape your subconscious beliefs about money and wealth. You might also consider creating a prosperity journal. Each day, perhaps as part of your morning routine, you could write down 3 things. Something you're grateful for in your financial life. Remember the importance of gratitude. A specific action you'll take that day to improve your financial situation. A visualization of your ideal prosperous life. This daily practice helps to keep you focused on your financial goals and maintains the prosperity mindset we're cultivating with our solstice ritual. Now let's address a concern that some of you might have. What if I perform this ritual and then bad things happen with my finances? Does that mean it didn't work? Or worse, that it backfired? This is a valid question, and it's important to approach it with a balanced perspective. First, it's crucial to understand that no ritual or practice can guarantee a life free from financial challenges. The economy fluctuates, unexpected expenses arise, and sometimes investments don't pan out as we hoped. These are realities of life that even the most financially successful people face. What this ritual can do, however, is help you develop resilience and a proactive mindset in the face of these challenges. When you've set a strong intention for prosperity and cultivated a positive money mindset, you're better equipped to handle financial setbacks when they occur. Instead of seeing financial difficulties as a sign that the ritual didn't work, try to view them as opportunities for growth and learning. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this situation? How can I use this experience to make better financial decisions in the future? Moreover, remember that prosperity isn't always linear. Sometimes what looks like a setback in the moment can lead to unexpected opportunities down the line. That job loss might push you to finally start the business you've been dreaming of. That failed investment might teach you valuable lessons that help you make much better financial decisions in the future. The key is to maintain your prosperity mindset even when faced with challenges. Continue your practices of gratitude, visualization, and positive affirmation. Keep taking inspired action towards your financial goals. And most importantly, don't lose faith in your ability to create the prosperous life you desire. Now, let's talk about the power of community in manifesting prosperity. While our cinnamon hand-washing ritual is a personal practice, there's something to be said for the amplifying effect of group energy. Consider sharing this ritual with friends or family members who are also interested in improving their financial lives. You could organize a winter solstice gathering where you perform the ritual together. Each person could bring their own bowl and cinnamon, and you could create a sacred space for the ritual, perhaps with candles and soft music. After performing the hand washing, you could have a sharing circle where each person speaks their financial intentions for the coming year. There's power in speaking our goals aloud to others. It makes them feel more real, more tangible. Plus, when we share our intentions with others, we're more likely to feel accountable to them. You might even consider forming a prosperity circle that meets regularly throughout the year to support each other in your financial goals. This concept of community support brings us to another important aspect of attracting unexpected riches: networking. Often, our biggest opportunities come through the people we know. By expanding your network and nurturing your relationships, you're creating more pathways for unexpected riches to find their way to you. After performing your solstice ritual, make a conscious effort to connect with people who inspire you financially. This doesn't mean you should only seek out wealthy individuals. Instead, look for people who have a healthy, positive relationship with money, regardless of their current financial status. These might be entrepreneurs, financial advisors, or simply friends who seem to have their financial lives in order. Engage in conversations about money and prosperity. Many of us have been taught that it's taboo to discuss finances, but these conversations can be incredibly valuable. You might learn about investment opportunities you never knew existed, get tips on negotiating a higher salary, or discover a new perspective on wealth that changes your entire financial outlook. Remember, networking isn't about using people for personal gain. It's about building genuine relationships and creating value for others as well as yourself. As you expand your network, always ask yourself, how can I add value to this person's life? When you approach networking with this mindset, you'll find that opportunities naturally start to flow your way. Now, let's talk about the role of education in manifesting unexpected riches. The cinnamon hand-washing ritual is a powerful tool for setting intentions and shifting your mindset, but it's not a substitute for financial knowledge. In fact, one of the most powerful ways to attract wealth is to continuously educate yourself about money and finance. After performing your solstice ritual, make a commitment to improving your financial literacy. This could take many forms: reading books on personal finance and wealth building, taking online courses on investing or entrepreneurship, listening to financial podcasts during your commute, attending seminars or workshops on money management, following financial experts on social media for daily tips and insights. The more you understand about how money works, the better equipped you'll be to recognize and seize opportunities for wealth creation when they appear. Moreover, financial education can help you avoid common pitfalls that might otherwise derail your journey to prosperity. It can teach you how to budget effectively, how to invest wisely, how to manage debt, and how to protect your wealth once you've built it. Remember, unexpected riches don't always come in the form of windfalls or lucky breaks. Sometimes they come as a result of making smarter financial decisions over time. The knowledge you gain through ongoing financial education can compound, much like interest in a savings account, leading to significantly improved financial outcomes over the long term. As you embark on this journey of financial education, be sure to apply what you learn. Knowledge without action is like a car without fuel. It won't take you anywhere. After each book you read or course you take, identify at least one action you can take to implement what you've learned. This might be starting an investment account, creating a budget, or simply having a conversation with your partner about your financial goals. Now, let's discuss the importance of patience and persistence in attracting unexpected riches. While it's exciting to think about the possibilities that might unfold after your solstice ritual, it's crucial to understand that true wealth rarely manifests overnight. Even unexpected riches often come as the result of seeds planted much earlier. That networking event you attended months ago might suddenly bear fruit in the form of a lucrative job offer. The small amounts you've been consistently investing might suddenly grow into a substantial sum due to market movements. The business idea you've been nurturing in your spare time might suddenly take off. The key is to stay committed to your prosperity practices, even when you don't see immediate results. Continue performing your cinnamon hand-washing ritual regularly, whether that's annually on the winter solstice or more frequently. Keep affirming your prosperity, expressing gratitude for the abundance in your life, and taking inspired action towards your financial goals. Think of it like planting a garden. When you plant seeds, you don't see results immediately. It takes time for the seeds to germinate, for the plants to grow, and for the fruits or flowers to appear. But if you keep nurturing your garden, watering it, ensuring it gets sunlight, protecting it from pests, eventually you'll see the results of your labor. Your prosperity practice is much the same. Each positive thought, each grateful moment, each smart financial decision is like planting and nurturing a seed of wealth. You might not see the results immediately, but if you persist, your garden of prosperity will eventually bloom. This brings us to another important point: the need for flexibility and adaptability in your wealth creation journey. While it's good to have clear financial goals, it's equally important to remain open to opportunities that might not fit your original plan. Unexpected riches, by their very nature, often come in unexpected forms. The universe might have plans for your prosperity that you haven't even imagined yet. So while you're working towards your defined financial goals, stay open to new possibilities. This might mean being willing to pivot your business strategy if you see a promising new market opportunity. It might mean being open to relocating for a job that offers significant career advancement. Or it might simply mean being willing to try new investment strategies as you learn more about finance. Flexibility also means being willing to adjust your goals as your life circumstances and values change. What seemed like the ultimate financial goal when you started your prosperity practice might not align with your values or lifestyle a year or two down the line. That's okay. The purpose of attracting unexpected riches isn't just to have more money. It's to create a life of true abundance, whatever that means to you. As we continue our exploration of this powerful ritual, let's delve into the concept of energetic alignment. This might sound a bit esoteric, but it's actually a practical way of thinking about how we interact with the world around us. The idea is that we're constantly emitting energy through our thoughts, feelings, and actions. This energy, in turn, attracts similar energy back to us. It's the principle behind the popular idea of the law of attraction, but you don't have to believe in any mystical forces to benefit from this concept. Think of it this way. When you're in a good mood, smiling and confident, people tend to respond more positively to you. You're more likely to strike up friendly conversations, make good impressions, and generally have pleasant interactions. On the other hand, when you're feeling down or irritable, you might notice that your interactions are more strained and opportunities seem to pass you by. The same principle applies to our relationship with money and prosperity. When we're constantly worried about money, focusing on what we lack, or feeling resentful of others' success, we're putting ourselves in a negative energetic state. This can lead us to overlook opportunities or sabotage our own efforts towards financial success. On the other hand, when we cultivate a mindset of abundance and prosperity, we put ourselves in a positive energetic state that's more conducive to attracting wealth. This is where our cinnamon hand-washing ritual comes in. By performing this ritual with intention and positivity, we're consciously aligning our energy with the prosperity we wish to attract. But energetic alignment isn't just about positive thinking. It's also about taking aligned action. This means making choices and behaving in ways that are consistent with the prosperous life you want to create. It might mean dressing for the job you want, not the job you have. It could involve treating your small side business with the same professionalism you would a large corporation. Or it might simply mean managing your current resources, however limited, with care and appreciation. Remember, the universe, or if you prefer, the world around us, responds not just to our thoughts and wishes, but to our actions. When we act as if we're already prosperous, we open ourselves up to more opportunities for prosperity. Now, let's address a common misconception about rituals like this. Some people worry that focusing on attracting wealth is somehow selfish or spiritually unfulfilling. But this couldn't be further from the truth. Money in itself is neither good nor bad. It's simply a tool. And like any tool, its value lies in how we use it. When we attract more wealth into our lives, we increase our capacity to do good in the world. We can provide better for our families, contribute more to causes we care about, and potentially create jobs or opportunities for others. Moreover, when we're not constantly stressed about money, we have more mental and emotional energy to devote to our relationships, personal growth, and making a positive impact on the world. So as you perform your cinnamon hand-washing ritual, remember that you're not just doing this for yourself. You're doing it for all the people you could help and all the positive changes you could make with the prosperity you attract. Another powerful aspect of this ritual is its ability to heighten our awareness. Often, we go through life on autopilot, missing the small moments and opportunities that could lead to big changes. But when we take the time to perform a mindful ritual like this, we shake ourselves out of that autopilot mode. In the days and weeks following your solstice ritual, you might find yourself noticing things you hadn't before. Maybe you'll spot a job posting that's perfect for you, or overhear a conversation about a new investment opportunity. Perhaps you'll have a flash of inspiration for a new business idea, or suddenly see a way to solve a problem that's been holding you back financially. These moments of heightened awareness are often where unexpected riches begin. But they require us to be present and mindful, qualities that our ritual helps cultivate. As we near the end of our exploration of this powerful practice, let's talk about the importance of celebration. Too often in our financial lives, we're so focused on the next goal that we forget to celebrate our victories, both big and small. But celebration is a crucial part of the prosperity cycle. When we celebrate our financial wins, we reinforce the positive associations in our brain. We tell ourselves, "See, prosperity is possible for me." This boosts our confidence and motivates us to keep going, even when the path gets tough. So, make celebration a part of your prosperity practice. Did you stick to your budget this month? Celebrate. Did you land a new client or get a raise at work? Celebrate. Did you finally pay off a nagging debt? Definitely celebrate. These celebrations don't have to be extravagant. A nice meal, a small treat, or simply taking a moment to feel genuine pride and joy in your achievement can be enough. And here's a powerful tip. Celebrate not just the outcomes, but also your efforts. Did you muster up the courage to ask for a raise, even if you didn't get it this time? That's worth celebrating. Did you stick to your savings plan, even when it was tempting to splurge? Celebrate that commitment. By celebrating your efforts as well as your outcomes, you're reinforcing the positive habits and mindset that will ultimately lead to greater prosperity. As we conclude, let's remember that the journey to unexpected riches is just that, a journey. It's not about reaching a specific dollar amount in your bank account or achieving a certain lifestyle. It's about continually growing, learning, and opening yourself up to the abundance that life has to offer. The cinnamon hand-washing ritual we've explored today is a beautiful, symbolic way to embark on this journey. It's a moment to pause, to set intentions, and to align yourself with the prosperity you wish to attract. But the real magic happens in the days, weeks, and months that follow, as you carry the energy of that ritual with you into your daily life. So, as date approaches, gather your cinnamon and prepare for your ritual. Approach it with an open heart and a curious mind. Allow yourself to fully embrace the possibilities it represents. And then, carry that sense of possibility and abundance with you throughout the year. Remember, unexpected riches aren't just about money. They're about the richness of experience, the wealth of relationships, the abundance of opportunities, and the prosperity of a life lived with purpose and joy. By opening yourself up to unexpected riches in all forms, you're not just changing your financial situation, you're transforming your entire life. So, are you ready to wash your hands with cinnamon this date and open the door to unexpected riches? The choice is yours. But know this, simply by considering this practice, by reading about it and contemplating its possibilities, you've already taken the first step on a transformative journey. You've planted a seed of change in your mind. Now, it's up to you to nurture that seed. Will you perform the ritual? Will you carry its energy with you throughout the year? Will you remain open to the unexpected riches that life has in store for you? The power is in your hands, quite literally in this case. Whatever you decide, remember that true wealth begins within. It starts with how you think about money, how you approach opportunities, and how you view your own potential for abundance. The cinnamon hand-washing ritual is simply a tool to help you tap into that inner wealth. So here's to your journey towards unexpected riches. May your path be filled with delightful surprises, valuable lessons, and the sweet scent of success. And who knows, this time next year, you might just be marveling at the unexpected riches that have flowed into your life, all sparked by a simple ritual with a humble spice on a winter's day.